just talk to me. Just talk to me. Just don't worry. Just talk to me. Talk to me. What's up, YouTube? Hello, it's me. It's Michael. Today, we're going to talk about one of the most important things in all of speaking, and that's conversational speaking. I got to be honest with you. I received some feedback the other day that kind of it hit a chord. One of the ultra speakers in our community basically asked me, hey, I know you. Why don't you sound like you on YouTube? I was like, what? He's like, well, you have a YouTube voice. You're performing, you're on, I know you. You're not that way all the time. It's weird. You say ultra speaking is about like being yourself everywhere. Why are you different on YouTube? And I'm like, oh my God, that stings. That hurts so much. But he's right. He's right. My first speech ever in my life was at a Toastmasters club, and a week before that speech I gave like a rough draft to my roommate, and I did the whole speech in front of him, and it was about Eminem, and I put a lot of effort into it and all these jokes, and the only feedback he gave me, he didn't talk about any of that. He just said, why are you talking like that? It's like what? He's like, why are you being so public speaking-y? I'm like, everybody talks like that. It's like maybe at Toastmasters, but like I've never seen you speak like this ever, and I know you very, very well. Why are you speaking like that? And that was my first little glimpse of what it means to have a public speaking voice, and still I kept it for probably like 2-3 years until I met Tristan, and he's like, why is everybody speaking like this? Nobody talks like that. And what is public speaking voice at Toastmasters? It's kind of like there I was, walking up to the mountain, and I was so scared. It's like this performative acting, and there's nothing wrong with it. Like, it's a style. It's a performative style, and I really bought into it. But what Tristan pointed out is like, you're not going to do that with your group of friends. You're not going to do that at work. So how is this going to help you in those environments? All that to say that it led me to this idea of, can you be more you? In the environments where you are tempted to be professional, serious, polite, formal, can you still find more ease in it? And we call that speaking conversationally. I think that's the one shortcut to get all of us there. And the impact is that it starts to feel human to human. Because everybody can detect when something's off, when there's this like inauthenticity. And we want to bridge that gap. We want to say, no, I'm being myself, and I can still be professional, but I'm going to talk to you the way I talk to everybody. So how do you do that? Well, if you're in a group setting, one thing that really helps is talk to one person at a time. Even if there's like 19 people in the room, just look at one person, start talking to that person, like talk to them. Don't worry about everybody else. And then after a few seconds, like switch to somebody else, start talking to them, like continue the conversation, but really use that one-on-one energy in your meetings, even if there's a lot of people. When you're in a group dynamic, like socially, one of the easiest way to speak conversationally is to get that joke out quick, at least for me, because humor is such a big part of my life. I don't know if it shows on YouTube, but I think I'm funny, and I try to be funny with my friends. So when I can crack a joke with people I don't know, I relax, because I'm like, okay, I'm going to be the type of person today who just feels comfortable being myself. So speaking conversationally is really, really related to this other tenet we have called show yourself, which is about just the quirks, the little beautiful parts of your personality, being more of that. But what's crazy is that we have clients who come in with a ton of speaking issues, and sometimes all we need to do is we need to look at them and say, hey, for this next one, just talk to me. Just talk to me. Just don't worry. Just talk to me. Talk to me. And then we give them the same exercise, and it's transformative. Everything improves. They feel more natural. They feel more at ease. They enjoy it more. The pressure goes down. Just talk to me is like the most powerful coaching technique in speaking, because it reminds the person, hey, don't try to do anything differently than you already know. Just talk to me. Literally just talk to me. So how can you take that just talk to me energy and apply it to the workplace, to meetings, to presentations? It doesn't have to be identical. but it should start to get closer and closer and closer so that you know how to be in front of everybody. Because imagine if there was a Toastmasters version of you and an Ultraspeaking version of you and a coworker version of you and a stage version of you and a spouse version of you, and they're all so different. It's exhausting. And imagine the worst nightmare is like they throw you a retirement party when you're 65 and your coworkers and your spouse and people from all walks of life come together to this one party and you have to give a speech and you're like, what voice do I use? It's too exhausting. It's too tiring, and I don't think it's necessary, especially in the age of authenticity. So speak conversationally is really about how do you just be more of yourself? How do you talk to people like you already know how to do one-on-one? How do you bring that into more environments and just try to be more you?